The Big Bang Theory's pilot episode has always been remembered as one of the most defining introductions in modern sitcom history, launching a cultural phenomenon that ran for 12 successful seasons and turned its quirky characters into household names. When it first aired in 2007, few could have predicted just how impactful the series would become. But for longtime fans who revisit the earliest episode today, one thing becomes strikingly clear: Sheldon Cooper, often painted as socially inept and emotionally detached in later seasons, actually came across as far more supportive and understanding than many people might remember. The pilot not only introduced Sheldon and Leonard's dynamic as awkward genius roommates, but it also highlighted Sheldon's surprising empathy, which would gradually evolve, sometimes even regress, over the years as the writers leaned more heavily into his eccentricities for comedic effect. Watching the very first episode of The Big Bang Theory now provides an unexpected reminder that Sheldon's original characterization carried a subtle warmth that showed he was capable of emotional awareness long before Amy Farrah Fowler or any of his friends helped him grow. The pilot begins with Sheldon and Leonard visiting a high-IQ sperm bank, a scene that establishes their brilliance but also frames Sheldon as pragmatic and willing to openly discuss sensitive topics without judgment. Although Sheldon decides against donating because he finds it a waste of his intellect, the scene immediately demonstrates his comfort in discussing subjects that others might find uncomfortable. When Leonard expresses frustration or confusion, Sheldon doesn't mock him, but instead engages in a matter-of-fact explanation. This sets the tone for Sheldon's surprising patience in the pilot, something fans often forget as later seasons turned his personality into one defined by sarcasm, rigidity, and dismissiveness. The supportive side of Sheldon is perhaps most visible in his interactions with Penny, the bubbly aspiring actress who moves into the apartment across the hall. Penny's arrival is framed as a catalyst for the series, shaking up the lives of two socially awkward scientists, but Sheldon's response is more understanding than people typically associate with him. While Leonard immediately becomes smitten with Penny, Sheldon actually acts as the grounding force, warning Leonard against unrealistic expectations but never belittling Penny herself. When Penny asks to use their shower because hers is broken, Sheldon initially appears hesitant, but he quickly gives in without any cruel remarks or judgmental quips. Compared to later seasons where Sheldon often ridiculed Penny's intelligence, in the pilot he treats her with a surprising level of courtesy and respect.